If you've ever sat alone and thought, why was walking away from my own family harder than anything else I've ever done? Then this video is for you. Because severing ties with your family isn't weakness, it's something far rarer, and most people will never understand it. You were probably told family is everything, that blood is thicker than water, that no matter how much it hurts, you're supposed to stay. Pause. But here's what nobody says out loud. Sometimes staying costs you your sanity, your identity, even your future. And if you're watching this, there's a good chance you learned that the hard way. Psychologists have found that cutting off family is one of the most psychologically demanding decisions a human can make. Studies on attachment and trauma show that our brains are literally wired to bond with caregivers, even when those caregivers hurt us. So when you walk away, you're not just leaving people. You're overriding millions of years of survival programming. Let that sink in for a second. So what kind of person actually manages to do that? First, you have extreme self-awareness. You noticed patterns other people ignore, the guilt, the manipulation, the emotional exhaustion that came after every interaction. You didn't just feel off, you connected the dots. Research from trauma psychology shows that people who leave toxic family systems score higher in reflective thinking and emotional insight. In other words, you saw the truth when denial would have been easier. Second, you can tolerate emotional pain most people avoid at all costs. Cutting off family doesn't feel empowering at first. It feels like grief, shame, loneliness, and doubt all at once. Neuroscience explains this as social pain activating the same brain regions as physical pain. And yet, you stayed with it. You didn't numb it away. You didn't run back just to make the pain stop. That's strength most people never have to develop. Third, you chose long-term peace over short-term comfort, and this one is huge. Studies on decision-making show that humans are biased toward immediate relief, even when it harms them later. But you did the opposite. You accepted being misunderstood today so you wouldn't be destroyed tomorrow. That's emotional maturity on a rare level. Now here's the twist. Soft voice. You didn't walk away because you don't care. You walked away because you care too much about your mental health, about the person you're becoming, about not passing the same pain forward. And that's the part nobody sees. In fact, research from family systems psychology suggests that the person who breaks away is often the cycle breaker, the one who absorbs the pain so it doesn't continue, the one strong enough to be the villain in someone else's story to finally be the hero in their own. And let me say this clearly. If you've ever questioned yourself late at night, wondering if you were too sensitive, too dramatic, too selfish, pause. You weren't. You were responding normally to something unhealthy. Your nervous system didn't betray you. It protected you. Yes, it's lonely sometimes. Yes, holidays can sting. Yes, you might grieve people who are still alive. But here's the gift hidden inside this pain. You learn how to choose relationships consciously. You don't bond out of obligation. You bond out of respect, safety, and real love. That makes you an incredible friend, partner, and parent someday. Most people stay stuck in familiar pain. You chose unfamiliar freedom. That's rare. That's brave. And one day, you'll realize you didn't lose a family. You found yourself. If this sounds like you, drop a heart emoji in the comments so you know you're not alone. And hit subscribe, because the next video might explain the part of you no one else ever understood.